Okay, today we're learning Gemara in Psochim Daf Chav Beis Amud Beis. Tanya Shimon am Soini Omer. V'amre lo Nechemia am Soini. Hoyo doirishkel etin shebatoira. The Braisa says either Shimon am Soini, Nechemia am Soini, whatever it says until the word et, the Moshel Kabed Esovicha V'esimecha. I could have said in Hebrew Kabed Ovicha V'yimecha. Es extra, so you learn something from it. For example, over there it says Es l'rabos Ochicha Agodol, and something in every place in Torah you find the word Es. He found some learning what the word includes, and he went through almost the whole entire Torah. When he got to almost at the end of the Torah in Sefer Devarim, it says over there, Esavaya lokecha tiro. You should fear Hashem. Now he had a problem with his shita. Every time es, meaning something else, including something else. What's the pshat? You should fear Hashem. You fear Hashem because He is the one who could punish and reward you. So what's shaykh to say as lerabos coming to include something else? Who you could fear besides Hashem? He's the only one who could punish and reward you. No one else could punish and reward you. So then he realized his way of learning was not right. Gemara says Perash. He said, I was wrong all along. So it says, Kabad Esavicha V'Semech, and all the S in Torah, it doesn't include anything. It's just the way it's written. Because, again, the problem he had, how could it be? It says, you should fear Hashem. Es Havai L'Gecha Tira. Who else could you fear? Only Hashem. Amar lo Talmidov, his students asked him, Rebbe, kol etin shedarashta matei aleh. You spend so much time, so much effort to learn each and every one. Every time it says, Kabad esavicha v'semecha, every time you put so much effort to it. What's going to happen with that, whatever you did till now? Amar lohem, kshem shekibalti schar al adrisha, kach ani mekabel schar al aprisha. Same thing, Hashem will reward me for trying to explain this. Now Hashem will reward me for backing off. Sometimes you need to realize when you're wrong. So I'm sorry, I was wrong, and same God will reward you for trying to do something good. He will reward you for retrieving something you feel you were wrong. Okay, that's the conclusion with one of them, either Shimon and Nechemia am Soini, that they didn't darshan anymore the word es. Achaba Rabbi Akiva. Kam Rabbi Akiva v'dorash, Esavai L'Kecha Tiro, L'Rabos, Talmid Chocham. What's the pshat? You should fear Hashem. As who else could you fear? It says Talmid Chocham. Okay. Now, the question on Rabbi Akiva is a big question. He had the reason why he didn't want to say Talmid Chocham, because he realized you could fear only Hashem, not Talmid Chocham. Talmid is not able to punish and reward you. So how Rabbi Akiva darshaning this? So the Maharsha explains, he says like this. He says, first of all, he explained why didn't he retrieve back when he got to Pasuk who said every day, Hashem Elokecha. It says also S, love God, S. What S means? Over there he had no problem. You could say love God and love Talmid Chachamim. Love him is not a problem. To fear him, it's a problem. That's why he went back on Es Hashem Elokecha Tiro. Yeah. So again, so according to this, what Rabbi Akiva going to do to the Rabbi Talmid Chachamim? What if Talmid Chachamim cannot punish you? So how did he darshan this? So the Anaf Yosef answers, because it says in the Gemara in Sanhedrin, Kal choyle kal rabbo kil choyle kal hashchina. If somebody is going against his Rebbe, it's like going against the Shechina. So there is a comparison from his Rebbe to the Shechina. And he says, and he gave them koyach to Talmid Chachamim to punish too. What the question was? Nobody could reward and punish? No. Talmid Chachamim can punish. It doesn't say from where, but it's in many places in the Gemara. Especially we know the Gemara in Shabbos, Daf Lamed Daled. The Gemara says the whole story over there with Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, Tzadik Daf Lamed Gimel Lamed Beis, how he ran to the cave, and somebody spoke about what he says against the Romans. And when he got out of there, he met the person that spoke about him. Because of him, he spent 13 years in the cave, in hiding. So the Gemara says, Nistakel, not an enough boy, he looked at him with his sharp eye, it turned him to a rubbles of bones. Meaning, Talmid Chocham, big Talmid, have koyach to punish too. Here's the story of Rashbi. Many such stories we have. He turned him into a gal shel atzomas. Like I said, rubble of bones. So since Talmid Chocham have such a koyach, and Hashem grant them with that covered and honor, he says, if you're going against your Rebbe, you're going against Hashem. So Mele, you could also say you should have fear from Talmid Chachamim. So that's the answer of the Anaf Yosef. The Sefer Maris Ein, he brings another answer. He says, really, when Hashem demands, says, as Hashem looking at the Rabbis Talmid Chacham, you should fear from Talmid Chachamim, it's really not any special honor for Talmid Chachamim. You should fear them, because what are the Talmid Chacham telling you? Telling you to listen to Hashem, go to in the right way, listen to the Torah. So the honoring Talmid Chocham, it's honoring Hashem. Well, he's not telling you anything else but to listen to Hashem. That's why it says L'Ravos Talmid Chachamim, by listening to them, you're really honoring Hashem. It's one honor. It's not two different things. That's why it says L'Ravos Talmid Chachamim. It's not something we don't see directly in Torah. Something come Talmid Chocham tells you a pshat in Torah or some insight in the Torah. So you have to honor it. You have to have fear from him because he's telling you Dvar Hashem. So that's the answer of the Sefer Maris Ein. Then there is another answer over here. The Gemara in Meseches Brochus Daf Chav Ches Amud Beis, the Gemara says, when Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, before he passed away, his Talmidim came to him and they told him, teach us something. So he told him, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, you should have Moira Shamayim, you should fear from Hashem like you fear from a human being. They told him, Ad Kan, that's it. We should fear Hashem like we fear people. It says Halavai. Halavai, you should have this. Because it says when a person sins, he says nobody should see me. He's not afraid. God should not see him. He's afraid of people. So if you're afraid of God, as much as you're afraid of people, you're on a good level. It says, yes, you should fear God. So what's the pshat over there? The pshat, that Hashem is the Gemara says in the Chagiga, Hashem is a roev and a nira. He's seeing you, but you don't see him. So it's a very abstract, it's not physical, it's not materialistic. So Memela, you don't feel him like you feel something physical. So it's very difficult to feel a big fear from him. You don't see him. No matter how much you're going to learn about him, he's the creator, there's a punishment and a reward, you should listen to him. It's very difficult. That's why Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai says to his Talmidim, people you see, it gives you automatically more fear. So you should fear God as much as you fear people. So according to this, when tell you the Rabbis Talmid Chachamim telling you, very difficult that somebody fear Hashem because he doesn't see Hashem. A Talmid Chocham he sees. They tell him if you learn how to fear from him, it's going to be like an example to you. Like Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai told, if you fear from a person, you should feel like this. And Hashem tells you also, if you fear a Talmid Chocham, you learn how to fear Hashem. If I'm afraid of Basar Vadam, blood and flesh, Talmid Chocham is a human being after all. Even though he's a great human being, but he's a human being, how much more I have to fear Hashem? So it's like more giving you like an example to come closer to help you to fear Hashem. They say, Mendel Futefas, in the time of the revolution, he was a young man, approximately a 13-year-old boy. He says, when the news came to the yeshiva, to the Lubavitcher yeshiva, that they killed the Tsar, they killed the king, so the first reaction of the Bochrim was, oy vey, they killed our example, because in Chassidus they learn a lot about the sphere of Malchus, kingdom. So every time you want to learn something about kingdom, it says, the Gemara says, Malchusa the Rekik and Malchusa, the Ara, the way things operates over there, like the things operate over here. So there's a very good example how things goes over here. You could understand how things goes over there, and vice versa. So they used always the king, the Russian Tsar, as an example to their learning. Now they said they took away our example, they killed him. Where's our example now? So it's good to have a person in this world, some kind of example that would remind you, the things that you don't see really. It's not so tangible for you, but it's a good reminder. From here, I could remember this. There is another pirush over here that why should you fear Talmid Chocham? Not only just to be an example for you, you learn if I fear Talmid Chocham, if I fear a person, how much more I have to fear Hashem. There's more than that. The Gemara in the Maseches Chagiga, the Gemara says like this. The Gemara says, "My dichsiv." There's a pasuk in Malachi. Kisif se koyen yishmeru das, v'toyro yivakshu mipiu. The lips of the kohen that should guard das, wisdom. V'toyro yivakshu mipiu. They should ask to learn Torah from his mouth. Ki malach Hashem tzvokes hu, because he's the angel of God. The Gemara says, Im doime harav lemalach Hashem tzvokos. If the teacher is like an angel, malach Hashem tzvokos, angel of Hashem, yivakshu Torah mipiu, should learn from him. V'im lav al yivakshu Torah mipiu. And if he's not like an angel, don't learn Torah from him. First of all, how do you know if he's like an angel or not? And what's the pshat? If his angel learned from him. Why it's so? Let's say he's very pure, it's very holy like an angel. Why should he own him? Because the Alter Rebbe brings in Tanya, he says like this, in Kuntres Achron Daf Kufel and Test, the Alter Rebbe says like this. And I know that, it's known, Shkol Malach, every angel, who shliach milamayla, he is a messenger of above, of Hashem. Ozayin nikra b'shem Hashem mamesh hashoichen b'kirboy. When Hashem sends a malach, an angel, on a mission, you call him on the name of Hashem, because Hashem dwells in him. Nikra al Shem Hashem mamesh. Hashem mash'enken k'sheno shliach, when he's not shliach, then he has his own name, Malach Michal, Malach Gabriel. But when Hashem sends him to do a mission, he's mamash called b'shem Hashem. That's why when he has his own name, when he's not a shliach, he said Kodesh Kodesh. Hashem is very removed from him. But when he does his shlichus, b'shem Hashem. Why? Why when he does his shlichus is mamash called b'shem Hashem? Because the malach, he's so completely bottled to Hashem, nullified to him. He doesn't have his own agenda, he doesn't have his own opinion, he doesn't have his own mind. Whatever God tells him, he does. So God flows through him. The energy of Hashem, it dwells only that something is nullified to him. So when we see this concept, Hashem could dwell in place. We spoke about many times. That's why Yerushalayim become holy more than anywhere else, because Hashem dwells over there. Hashem could dwell in time. That's Shabbos. That's why Shabbos becomes holy more than any other days, because Hashem dwells in Shabbos. And Hashem could dwell in a person, the holy man. So that's what it says over here. Im doima harav lemalach Hashem tzvokis. He's completely bottled to Hashem. He doesn't have his own agenda. He just delivers, being a funnel to bring you Dvar Hashem. Then he's a malach. A malach, he's bringing you Dvar Hashem. He doesn't have his own identity at that moment. Doesn't have his own name. He's completely become a funnel to Elokus, to godliness. And that's what it says over here, Rabbi Akiva. Another pshat. Why should you fear Hashem? We're talking about Talmid Chocham. Why should you fear Talmid Chocham? As Hashem Elokech l'Rabbos Talmid Chocham. We're talking about Talmid Chocham that is learning, is completely b'fchinas bittul to Hashem. All he wants to do, bring you Dvar Hashem purely. Memela, you could fear him. How could you fear a basar of Adam? No, you fear the God which is in him. You don't fear him. You fear the God that dwells in him. And we see this mamash in Torah. In Parshas Kedoshim, in Perek Yutes Posuk Lamed, it says that Shabsoisai tishmoiru migdoshi tiro ani Hashem. Should keep my Shabbos and have fear from the Beis Hamikdash. The Gemara in Yevamot says like this. Tanya, Yochel Yisarem in the Mikdash? What do you mean should fear Beis Hamikdash? What, you fear the stones? You fear the wood over there? What you fearing from? It says, Nemre Shmira B'Shabbos Nemre B'Mikdash. Ma Shmira Hamura B'Shabbos Lo Mishabbos Adam Misyare. You're not afraid of Shabbos. Whoever told you to keep Shabbos, you're afraid of him. You're not afraid of Shabbos. It says, should fear Beis Hamikdash. You're not afraid of the Mikdash. You're afraid of Mishehizer al Mikdash. Same thing by Talmid Chocham. There is a space, again, that's the Mikdash, time, it's Shabbos, and Nefesh. That's what the Sefer Yitzirah, Rosh Hashanah Osham, Olam Shana Nefesh. Hashem dwells in three dynamics: time, space, and soul. So the Talmid Chocham is completely bottled to Hashem. It's Hashem Elokech Tir L'Rabbis Talmid Chachamim. You're not afraid of Talmid Chocham. You're afraid of the God that dwells in him. The Gemara says similarly about Moshe Rabbeinu. Shechina medaberes metoch groina. Shechina talks from his throat, because Moshe Rabbeinu was so bottled to Hashem. So when he was saying something, it was Mama Shechina flowing through him. It wasn't him. Then, by the way, I'm going to finish with this. Interesting. Who Hashem have chosen to give the Torah? True. Who brought us? Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu was stumbling. Couldn't you tell God? Can't you get somebody, a good speaker? He could speak so nice. He's a great speaker. Why you took Moshe Rabbeinu? Yeah, because Moshe Rabbeinu did not come because he's a great speaker, could crack a joke. He's stumbling. But you know what? But whatever comes from his mouth was Dvar Hashem. And that's why Hashem says, I need somebody to deliver my words, completely on-off, completely bottled to me. That's what the Pshat is. Hashem, Rabbi Kiva says, Hashem Elokech Atir L'Rabbis Talmid Chachamim. Such a Talmid Chacham is completely bottled to Hashem. It's just being a funnel to deliver Dvar Hashem. The Mela, you fear from him, it's not him. It's Hashem that dwells in him. Okay.